pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Autism Awareness 180 Maverick Cup Series race here from the Richmond Raceway. We're so glad you're joining us here tonight for another week of Maverick Night in America here on a Tuesday night. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. My name is JoeTowNetwork, joined up here in the booth by the one and only Dewey Schramm III. Welcome to Richmond, Dewey.
What's up, brothers? Tuesday.
What's up, Dewey? Special teams.
Special plays, special players.
That's right. Shout out to, I can't even remember that guy's name now.
Sketch.
Yep. Shout out to Sketch. Dewey, we're here at Richmond tonight. 180 laps around the Richmond Raceway. It's going to be an interesting race, to say the least, for all of these drivers.
Yeah, looking like another full field here for tonight. The 4th in as many races here to kick off this Maverick Cup Series season. And Richmond has had quite the amount of moments here in this series. We've had an ambulance get hit here before. We've had an inside wall get hit head-on before. We've got one of the worst dive bombs ever by somebody that may or may not be in this booth before. There's been a lot that's happened at this racetrack in this series, and I'm sure we're going to have a whole lot more of it here tonight.
Maverick Night in America has some interesting moments here at Richmond that we've got to cover as part of our coverage at JTN, and now it would appear, Dewey, I don't know if you can confirm, it would appear qualifying has concluded.
It may have. Is this the final round, or is this to trim the field down?
That's a great question.
Because I only see about 34, or maybe that was... Oh, nope,
Oh?
We just got kicked back.
Well,
maybe it's not over yet.
nothing really matters. Anyone can see.
Sometimes it's a bit of a guessing game with the rounds of qualifying here in
It
Maverick.
is.
With the field sizes we've been getting,
Yeah.
they got to do knockout qualifying rounds. So you don't always know which one is which. So looks like we've got maybe that was to trim the field down, and now we've got practice for real or something. I don't know.
There's 44 cars tonight.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess there's 44 cars tonight. You had counted 43.
You can't. What? You can get more than 42 in an online session?
No. There are 44 cars attempting to make the field of 40.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, that'd be worth, like, what? Like, 3 extra cautions, probably?
Yeah. Maybe.
The DNQs tonight are going to be the 00 of Ethan Farley, the 096 of Ulysses Sandoval, the 9 of Jessica Shelton, that's an interesting one there, and the 63 of Jesse Bowling.
Kind of a shocking DNQ there from Jessica.
Also, caution cooldown for 10 laps if we have 3 cautions in 20 laps.
What does that mean?
I guess we'll find out.
If we have 3 cautions in 20 laps, stuff that will be a caution just isn't called for 10 laps?
This
is terminology I'm unfamiliar with.
Take the opposite of the caution clock.
The hand started moving the other way.
Mike Seneca is not racing tonight, James. I don't believe he is, at least. Dewey can confirm.
I don't see him on the entry list. I don't think Mike will be here racing.
Yeah, Dalton. Blood for the blood god. Welcome in, Magoo. EJ Design says 1 caution for every car in the field. Please no. My response to that.
That would be very not good.
Brandon Whitford, a couple notes about drivers, maybe familiar drivers in new places. Brandon Whitford this week in the 131. He had made a couple starts in the 28 to start the year.
Didn't know you were having people switch numbers mid-season.
Oh, well, we got guys like switching teams and stuff.
He's got quarter panel numbers on that thing.
Yeah, he does.
And the roof number is upside down. That scheme is scheming.
Would it be on Scheme Haven?
I don't know if I'm doing virtual stuff. I don't know.
Oh, why not? Why don't you have a Dewey, that would be really cool if you had a Maverick Cup Series page there on Scheme Haven for all the seasons. This is season 4. You know, you could have one for season 1, season 2, season 3, season. I bet you could get some help doing that too.
I'd have to put like 80 cars in just for Daytona.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, you love the Maverick Cup Series, right?
I love Maverick Night in America, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a labor of love, you know?
Yeah.
Labor of love. That's why I'm here. It's a labor of love.
Absolutely.
Love for all of our drivers and all of our fans out there. Oh, we got another crash.
Oh boy. That's been a very common theme to start the year off.
I think we're like around 70 cautions in 3 races. Something like that.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We had, I think, what, 25 at Phoenix and 21 last week?
Yeah, and then it was probably around 20 at Daytona. I think, or it might have only been 17 at
Daytona.
Daytona.
12 or 13 at Daytona. Either way, it was a big number.
More than we needed. I think that's the nice way to put it, right? Welcome in, Josh.
Yeah, looking at the practice charts right now, I think this is for our trimmed down field.
It is.
Mercurio, the fastest on the board, looks like we're going into qualifying for real this time.
For realsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised to see the 86 up there. He's had speed to start the year, but he's been dumped in a very stupid way in about maybe 5 times already.
Yeah.
So
that's frustrating as a driver, isn't it?
It has to, yeah.
Autism Awareness 180 race preview, Richmond Raceway. I have it as a 5/8 mile. I don't think that's correct. I'm pretty sure it's closer to 7/8, Dewey. You would know that off the top of your head.
Do a quick little Google search here. Get our facts correct. I think it's 3/4 of a mile.
Wow, so I wasn't even right either time, I guess. All right. But it's the Richmond Raceway. You know it. You love it. You saw a NASCAR race here 2 weeks ago. You're good. You know what's going on.
A race with a pretty funny ending to it, I might add.
Hopefully we don't see that tonight. I'm not a big fan of crashing after the checkered flag falls.
I don't know. That was pretty funny.
Hopefully we don't see that tonight.
Especially because he was mad for no reason.
He was mad because he lost. That was his reason. Go watch the Fake Racers podcast. We talked about that.
And a lot more than that.
Oh, this week we talked a lot. Dude, did you listen to the Fake Racers podcast today?
I have not listened to it, Joe.
Do you ever listen to it?
I do.
Oh, yeah?
It's too bad it didn't come out on Sunday, because I had a very, very long drive home yesterday.
Let's talk about that.
Well, we gotta listen to it.
You drove up to Vermont?
I did. I was in St. Johnsbury, Vermont for the total solar eclipse. I left my house at 4:15 in the morning. I got home at 9:30. So it was an all-day affair. Did you have a total where you were?
No, we had like 99%. So
So you didn't have to go very far, or did you?
I did. I was working.
Oh man,
Yeah. I
it
actually,
was beautiful.
I had a friend as our scroller is tweaking out. I had a friend that flew all the way from California back home
Oh wow.
to go see it, and then they drove down to like Missouri so they can get into, because they were looking like very very like space and works in aerospace and all that and stuff. So really fascinated by that stuff. And then I don't think they didn't come home for Easter or anything, so I think it was kind of, it's probably cheaper to fly back here then too, right?
Yeah. I did it because it was like a once in a lifetime thing. Like I'm never gonna see a total solar eclipse in New England again as long as I live. And I was like, you know what? That'll be cool to do.
Yeah.
And the 6-hour drive back was absolutely worth it. It doubled the drive there for the same route, but it was worth it.
Why was it longer coming back? Just so many people?
Yeah, so like not everybody got there at the same time. Like some people booked Airbnbs like a couple days in advance or whatever, and some people left a little later. But basically everybody left to go home at the same time. Like everybody dipped when totality ended.
Mm-hmm.
And so none of the roads could handle it, and it was a nightmare.
Well, we hope everyone out there, if you got a chance to see...
It was cool as hell, though.
Yeah, Josh in chat says he drove from Knoxville to Indianapolis. They did a big event there. That looked like a lot of fun. And yeah, he said 6-hour drive there, 11-hour drive back because of traffic and a flat tire. Got a flat tire, too.
Oh, no.
Josh, I'm assuming you're home safe, so that's good. Oh, yeah, you said 11-hour drive home, so yeah, you got home. But, yeah.
Yeah, I drove from just south of Boston, so it was about 180
West
miles,
Newbury,
I think,
Massachusetts, Dewey? Are you from
What's
the same
that?
town as John Cena?
Not the same town as John Cena. He's from north of Boston.
Oh. Oh, you're from the south side?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
I won't say your address because I know that triggers you. Launch, take us through tonight's starting lineup.
I don't want all the viewers to know where I live either. Not really, anyway. Well, let's see. Let's see who won the poll. Well, Nick Gunther's going to be starting from the south side of the front row because he qualified P1 in his 55 machine. To his outside, it's going to be Shane Sides in the 03. Had a pretty good run.
Why'd you say Shane's name like that?
I don't know. I'm bringing the energy tonight. It's all right. Anyway, Shane will join Nick on the front row. Had a great run last week. Trying to improve on it here tonight. Keith Hughes, last year's champ, rolling off in third. We mentioned how much speed Joshua Mercurio has. That translated to a fourth-place qualifying run for tonight. Seth Cole rounds out the top 5 with Alexander Brown up high in 6th. Michael Norman and Allison Rodrigo make up row 4, and Sean Dotson and RJ Bishop round out the top 10 to start off the night's race. Nico Servideo and Phil Parker back in row 6 with the 238 of Chase Severs in 13th. Tate Dorsey to his outside in 14th. Herbert Solomon and Zachary Hall will make up row number 8, with Keith Bynum, I think, making his first start of the year tonight, and Joseph Landy Pavlin back in row 9. The 738 of Matt McIntyre looks like he's got a special Braves, is it a Braves Cardinals combo scheme tonight?
Is it?
I think it is. He's got the Braves and the Cardinals on the car together. I've never seen those two teams put together like that.
Fascinating.
That might be ruffling some feathers. We'll see, though.
Oh.
I don't know if some people are going to like that
I
one.
see what you did there.
Yeah.
Alright, continue.
Hopefully nobody chops him tonight going into the corners. And to his outside, starting off in 20th, it'll be Chad Heyer in the 007. Brendan Whitford, mentioned the new number for him. He'll start in 21st. He'll be joined in row 11 by the 35 of Mike Carroll. Trey Kinsey and last week's winner Christian Torres starting in row 12. Christian won last week after starting dead last in 40th. So, hard to top a race like that. Row 13, Jason Dady in the 051 with Mark Snyder to his outside in the 27. Tim Goulet Jr. and Garland Oaks returning tonight in the 67 back in row 14.
And a big thank you to Garland for sponsoring tonight's race as well.
Absolutely. And then rounding out our top 30, the 12 of Jose Reyes Jr. and the 47 of Michael Early. Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Sorry if I got it wrong. Row 16, the 0 of Alex Ortiz and the 8 of Buddy Campos. Perry Bone and Benjamin Snyder back there in row 17. Kez Hiller, Tom Musa back in 35th and 36th. The 23 of Dylan Livengood and the 85 of Josh 2 back in row 19. And then rounding out our field, another 40-car field for tonight, Santiago Gutierrez in the 81 and Javier Negron in the 40. So the 40, starting 40th tonight. We'll see if he can do what Christian Torres did last week and go from last to first.
Worst to best?
Yeah.
And as per request, reading off once again the drivers that did not qualify for tonight's race. The 00 of Ethan Farley, the 096 of Ulysses Sandoval, the 9 of Jessica Shelton, and the 63 of Jesse Bowling.
You sounded so fed up with that.
Huh?
You sounded like you didn't want to read those at all.
I read them already.
And again, like earlier though, I'm still really surprised that Jessica missed out.
Yes,
tonight.
yeah.
Bit of a shocker there, but still have a chance, of course, to try again next week. From wherever we are next week, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Texas for the Autry Waits Memorial 416.
And a short track after an intermediate, and then back to another intermediate after tonight. Richmond Raceway in the 1.5 mile cookie cutter sandwich here on the schedule.
Yeah, but how many kilometers is that?
A number that I don't know.
You don't like the Queen's unit of measurement? Or I guess it's the King now, huh?
The everybody but us measurement.
Yeah. That's the thing though, working in like anything engineering, like metric is just so much easier to understand, like, and do calculations and whatnot for, so it's, yeah. But then like tool shops and stuff use English units, so use like inch, foot, you know, pounds instead of kg.
Yeah, it was always fun in high school having to convert between the two of them in math and stuff.
Oh yeah, unit conversions, man. That's big.
It is.
Unit conversion, that's a big topic.
Pays you big bucks too. You get that wrong, and some stuff is going to be really messed up.
Shout out to Dodge. There was a recall on the Hornet. Do you want to know what the recall was?
What was the recall?
They put the wrong load capacity sticker on the car.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was fun. I got a little pamphlet in the mail, and it was like, hey, you know, you can either go to the dealership and they'll put the sticker on for you, or here's the sticker if you want to put it on there. I still haven't put the sticker on there.
They sent you the sticker?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So I need to put it on there probably for legal reasons, but you know. Least number of cars entered this season at 44, says Benjamin Snyder in chat. Thank you, Ben.
44 is still a lot though. Still got a full field again.
Especially for Richmond, I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a full field 4 races in.
Yeah, notably, no Xavier Brown tonight either. Had some
Yeah.
frustration after the Las Vegas race last week. Of course, the ambulance incident I mentioned in the pre-race.
Yeah, that was Xavier last year.
That was the Xavier Brown ambulance hit.
Yeah.
So we will not be seeing a repeat of that, at least not from, by him tonight.
Dalton, I love my Dodge Hornet, by the way. I do actually like this car. It's a very nice car. It's fast, too. It's fast for a crossover. I need to get better at washing it, though. Do need to get better at washing it. Some new faces in the field tonight. Buddy Campos in the 8. Garland Oak, she had mentioned he's in the 67 here tonight. Michael Earl, first start for Rise Motorsports. Jesse Bowling, though, is the one that kind of comes to mind. He misses his 3rd race of the year, his time trying to enter the field and missed once again. So that 63 team trying to figure things out and get out onto the racetrack. But then again, our Daytona winner, Michael Norman, he missed the second race of the year out in Phoenix. So
yeah, no Matt Moss tonight either, who won it at Daytona. And of course, Garland has run here before. Just
yes,
not
it's
yet
his
this
first
season.
start of the year. Yeah, he hasn't attempted to enter a race yet this year either. So
looks like we got these guys gridded up though.
we do.
So we're just about ready for 180 laps of short track racing. Thank you, Denny Hamlin.
That's a short time racing.
There we go.
I got you.
I think that 8 car is running a throwback tonight too. Of Buddy Campos here in his first start. Yeah, Friday Hassler throwback.
That's why I got you on the broadcast, because you would know that.
Well, he put it on the car.
Well,
that helped a little.
I can't read either, so.
Got the command. They are firing up these engines, and we are rolling off of pit road. Call me Fred Durst, because I'm rolling.
Keep rolling.
Nick Gunther, who's had speed all year but hasn't quite been able to finish a race in first yet. He's going to start a race here in first tonight. And Shane Sides will lead us to the green. Keith Hughes, Joshua Mercurio, and Seth Cole round out the starting top 5. And here we go.
Gunther with control, 180 laps on deck from Richmond. We're underway here in race 4 of the Maverick Cup Series season.
Hopefully we don't see any big move. We got a big one already. Oh my god.
Do we?
Matt McIntyre's barrel rolling. Brendan Whitford is on his roof right behind him. We are lap 1, turn 1, and we've got 2 people on the roof already. Wow, okay. We're gonna have to take a look at this because, again, yeah, we now have more flips and laps completed here at Richmond. Not the best of starts here tonight.
See a replay of it there.
Oh! Yeah, 738 looks like he had some help from Jason Dady there and top one over. But I think Brendan Whitford made the initial contact into the 738.
Yeah. Trey Kenzie gets in the back of Whitford too. The Dady kind of finishes the job.
Mark Snyder and Mike Carroll with a little bit of damage, but neither of those cars, or I think both of them, should be good to go. But I don't think the same can be said for that 738. He had to get towed on top of that. That about summarizes the St. Louis Cardinals last season. Better luck next year or next race, I guess, because barrel rolling at Richmond is obviously not conducive to winning.
Conducive, he says.
Mike, Brendan, and the 238's also on pit road with a lot of right side damage. I'm not sure where you picked that up. That's Chase Severs. Oh, he flipped too! He just flipped under caution!
Alright, well, let's find that.
There's no way that just happened.
Did he grip flip?
He spun while pacing in turn 2 and impaled himself on the ambulance wall and rolled over. There's no way. Have you ever?
Well, a couple times already tonight. So first caution of the night in the books. Nick Gunther going to lead us back to green. Keith Hughes to his outside. Shane Sides, Seth Cole, Michael Norman. Your top 5. Restart coming to lap 5. And we're back underway here from Richmond. Just do a wide shot, why don't we?
Oh, we're gonna need it. Shane got a bit high there in 1. Everybody else, for so far, so good, I think. 60's up in the wall, but he's still going straight. And I think we're gonna make it a lap here.
Yeah!
Nick Gunther still out front. Shane and Keith Hughes going at it here for second. Last year's champ and a consistently fast car to start off the year. They're in the 82 and the 03. Looks like Alexander Brown in the 59 also was gotten by Keith. That's for third. And trying to take a look perhaps on Shane here for that runner-up spot.
Mercurio getting by the 70 to Seth Cole.
Got a good battle back here. Kez Hiller in the 147, Tim Goulet in the 39, going at it here for P20. Oh, and a bit of contact up ahead of them with the 75 and the 47. Tim's teammate there making his first start of the year. Michael Earl.
Oh, we got a little bit of smoke here. A couple cars
86.
slow. That's Mercurio. How he was up front here. Caution's out.
Seth Cole, I think, was involved as well. They both just lost it together. Neither of them hit each other, and they both just looped it. And I think the 43 got a piece as well at the end of it.
Norman gets a piece of it. Yeah, Alison Rodrigo.
Yeah, synchronized spinning there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And there's the 43 right in the back of the 86. Probably got smoke screened there in the middle of the corner and couldn't really see where they were going.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of damage, but a caution nonetheless.
Second one of the night.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'll take that than someone running someone over, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Shane Sides first of the leaders to come down pit lane. Most of the others though staying out.
Interesting choice there by the 03. John Dotson, the 091, also down in the pits. The 43. Alison Rodrigo got the 7 down there for the 007. So a couple takers here early. Hopefully no one flips under yellow this time.
It's like Garland Oaks disconnected.
That being said, though, all 3 cars that have flipped
Nice,
over so
reconnected.
far are still on the racetrack.
That's good.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Garland there. It looks like Zachary Hall is also retired with a gearbox issue. And it looks like we've already lost Dylan Livingood in the 23 as well.
Yeah, Dylan started parked, had some engine issues in happy hour, and they weren't able to get him resolved before the race started, so Dylan, that team decided to start in park.
Tough break for Zachary, though, with that gearbox. Night's over before it even started, really. I don't even know how many laps he got completed before that issue arose. Got the field doubled back up here down the back. Nick Gunther still out front. Alexander Brown now the first car on the outside for the restart. Keith Hughes, Michael Norman, and Seth Cole, despite the tap spin, retained 5th.
Alright, Nick Gunther with control here. Second restart of the night. Green flag, we're back underway.
Got some jostling further back.
Oh, we got one around.
Uh-oh.
Right in front of traffic.
That's a 68. Joseph Landy Pavlin.
Another one around, the 8. Oh, we're wrecking after now, too.
Yeah, Buddy Campos, the 43. The 12 is in it. Oh, Garland's back on track
Good.
as well. That's Jose Reyes Jr. there in the 12. Not sure what got him in that predicament, but let's find out.
See what happened here with JLP. Oh, got run to the back of... was the 137 of Kez Hiller.
Did a nice job locking it down there and keeping it out of the inside wall, but nowhere for Jason Dady to go in the 51. And the pace car is back out on track, and I don't even know if it ever stopped.
Probably not. Third caution of the night. Yeah, Shane Sides got into the back of Campos there, going into... Elson Rodrigo got into the back of the 8. How did the 43 already look like he was out of control?
Yeah, rough start to the night for Allison, being involved in that previous incident there with Seth and Mercurio.
Yeah, and he was just slowing down, and looks like run over by the 12 and the 67, maybe makes contact, not able to slow down quick enough. Alright, third caution of the night. Upcoming races here on JTN, TMP Winter Series, doubleheader from Atlanta tomorrow night, 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Bomb Squad Race Cup Series, Dewey and I on the call for that one from Daytona. 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, and then 1 week from tonight, the Autry Rates Memorial 416. Race number 5 of the Maverick Cup Series season heads to Texas, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Those races and much, much more, of course, live right here only on JTN, presented by Scheme Haven.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a setup for you, and you were supposed to just take it, and you didn't. I was like...
Brainulator wasn't braining.
The Brainulator?
Yeah.
I like that. James, I hope your chili's good. See Tristan. Tristan said in chat, also, I got my cute coworker's number. I'm ballin'. What the Sigma? I'm sorry, he said
Sigma Night in America.
It's Maverick Night in America, Dewey. Nick Gunther celebrating 500 subscribers on YouTube. You can see his YouTube handle there. Mimnick U7878.
Trying to celebrate with a dub. Doing a good job of that so far. He's led every lap after winning the pole. Still a lot of laps left, but of course a good start to the night in his quest to do that.
Hey, anytime you're out front, that's a good thing. Coming back to green, lap 18 of 180. And we're back underway.
Oh, we got a big wreck before the start-finish line, Joe. We've all straightened it out with the 12, the 67, the 03. No caution for it, though.
I think we're at that caution cooldown.
Yeah, I guess now we're going to find out what that is.
Here's a replay.
'85, 40, the 43 again. Oh my gosh. Allison cannot catch a break right now.
No, he cannot.
Buddy Campos is around in turn 3. Trying to get it straightened out there in that 8 machine, but the leader's going by. I think we are still green, though.
Yep. That was
That's turn 1, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like looking for him in turn 3, and I'm like, I don't see him. I don't see him.
I got fooled by the helicopter cam.
Brown chasing Gunther here.
Had another one around right behind him as well, I think.
Yeah, can we get some cookies up here in the booth? That would be nice.
Yeah, the 0 went around too, Joe, right behind this. Had some help from Christian Torres.
Oh, we're crashing right in front of the leaders.
Oh, no.
Dewey.
Oh, no. Who is that? Tim Goulet Jr. in the 39.
What?
Still no caution. There is stuff happening everywhere. We are trying to keep up with everything that is going on.
Here's what happened. So we're just gonna go wide shot for this. All right. So, all right. This play whatever music you want to play in your head. Here come the leaders.
Oh my gosh, Jason Davey. Oh.
All right. I'm sorry. Here come the leaders.
Oh my god. That's Shane Sides, Mark Snyder, Chad Heyer, and we got a cooldown. So this big, huge wreck had no. That's second place, Alexander Brown, and we got no yellow for any of this. Oh man.
We're gonna show you another replay of that.
Nick Gunther's trying to maneuver his way through about 4 lapped cars right now. They're 3 wide in front of the leader, Joe, into turn 1. Live.
I guess let's go back
Look
live.
at this again.
Oh, we're crashing again.
Oh, they got a big pile up in 3. Oh, it's getting big. Oh my god. Oh, we're still piling in. We got people flipping. Oh man. Oh no. Garland Oaks is flipping. Tim Goulet is in it. Somebody just drove into the pit barrels and we're still green.
This is the.
Oh my gosh. There is stuff happening everywhere.
This is the replay of what we're trying to tell you is going on.
Every time we show a replay, something new is happening. We can't keep up with it all.
These other cars, some of them don't try to stop. Some cars are disappearing.
Oh man. Mark Snyder has roof damage and is very slow on the front stretch. I'm going to assume he just went over. Oh yeah, he did. The 75 and the 68 just turned Mark, and the 27 got barrel rolled there.
We're just trying to show you replays of things now, folks, until we
and
can
another car flipped.
Find exactly what happens.
Oh, we're wrecking again. The 12 is in it. The 75's in it. Shane's in it. Oh my god. They can't stop wrecking. Nick Gunther's around from the lead. Nick was collected in this. Nick Gunther just got involved in an accident while leading the race, and we've got no yellow.
Here's that. You also said the 12 went over. Oh, there's the 12.
Yeah, the 12 was
around.
We got people running into each other coming off a pit road right now. The 47 and the 67. The 39 just merged up in front of the 68 and put him in the wall. What is happening?
I think we're under caution now. I think mercifully.
I think we are finally under caution,
I think
Joe.
mercifully we are under caution.
The 10-lap Richmond Demolition Derby is complete here. Oh, we can catch our breath.
Folks, no, because we still gotta show all these replays.
Oh my god.
Here's another thing that happened. I think this is what finally caused the caution. Had about 6 cautions there, but it only counts as 1 because we were in the caution cooldown.
Yeah, this is Alex Ortiz, Chad Heyer, and Chad flipped under this 10-lap period as well. Oh my gosh. Oh.
So.
Oh. Yeah. So there were about 8 different wrecks right there.
Yeah.
So we gotta. Oh man. And like 5 of them were flips too.
Yeah, this is hard to cover, folks. So we're probably
Ortiz,
gonna end up missing things here. I apologize for that, but too much happened.
It's Tom Musa, Kez Hiller, Santi Gutierrez, and oh my god. Oh.
I can just hit Alt 4, and I can just see crashes. Like, here's the 12 going around. At some point, there's him hitting our leader at the time, Nick Gunther. So you have that jazz going on. There's Nick going around.
The leader wrecked with a lapped car, and we just stayed green.
Here's what happened to Mark Snyder.
Yeah, 75 and 68 made contact, and it just sent the 27 flipping.
Here's something that happened to the Ada Campos.
Oh, and he got... Oh my gosh.
Okay, I guess that one wasn't too bad. Here's that big one that just kept happening in turn 3.
This is Buddy Camp. Yeah, there's the
Oh
Yeah,
my
somebody
goodness.
flipped in this. There's Brendan Whitford, the 39, the 60. There's Scarland Oaks. And, oh my god. There's just cars just everywhere.
So,
Oh,
nothing really succinct for us to tell you, because nothing about that run was succinct or clear or
oh.
anything. So, apologies for that, folks. We're trying. Pace car lights are out, though, so we're going to go back green next time by.
Yeah, so all of that just happened under green in the last 10 laps. Perry Bone, Alex Ortiz, Keith Bynum are out of the race as a result of one of those, I guess.
There are currently 32 people watching. Now it's dropped down to 30. There's only 18 likes on the video. Make sure you click like. If you haven't clicked like, you're hurting my feelings, and you don't want to hurt my feelings. You want me to feel good. So click the like button. Thank you, Steven.
Okay.
This is racing. This is racing.
Where are the lapped cars like ahead of the leader still? What is happening right now? What?
Green flag. We're back underway.
We're going. I don't know who's leading, but we're going. We're gonna go 4 wide into turn 1. Oh my god. Ben is slow on the top. Keith Hughes is gonna run in. Oh my god, we're wrecking again.
Folks,
Somebody is facing the wrong way in the wall. That's Trey Kinsey in the 80. The 12 is stopped up on the top. We're back under yellow and stuff is happening. I legitimately do not know who the leader was for that restart. There were so many people just there. So, yeah. Yeah, 12 was up there in that lane already and just ran into the 80.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Alright, thank you everyone that hit the like button. A lot of you hit the like button there. I'm glad I could guilt trip you into clicking the like button. Keep clicking it though, if you haven't already. Yeah, alright. Also, my Red Wings are losing. So that's a lot of great stuff going on right now in my brain. Toidle.
Okay. We did a period to decompress after all of that. Got a little caution period here. Got the 47 on pit road. The 81 is stopped on the front stretch. On the bottom. That's Santi Gutierrez. Not sure how. I think he just pulled over and stopped. Why? I don't know, but he did.
Yeah. Steven, I think if not if you keep clicking like, but if you keep opening the window, I think it counts it as separate views. So, you know, if you want to open like 100.
I did that once and I crashed my computer.
I remember one time we had it to where there were like 500 people waiting for the broadcast to start.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What's your favorite Little Debbie / Hostess product?
Ooh. That's a tough one.
Isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of good ones to choose from.
With the next caution, we'll get your answer. 5 cautions so far here tonight. Seth Cole leading us back to green. We're back underway.
We still got people that are lapped down starting up at the front. I'm not exactly sure why or how, but we got people spinning anyway. Buddy Campos and Trey Kinsey have just spun on the front stretch. I don't think we'd be yellow for it, though. 43 just about ran into the 091 right there, but Sean Dotson did a nice job of avoiding him.
Phil Parker filling in for Quentin Moore tonight in the 89. Just went by Seth Cole, who was the leader. Campos is in the wall right in front of the leaders. That's dangerous.
Yeah, the 8 had just gone around on the front stretch, still trying to gather that car up. Looks like Matt McIntyre in the 738's got to work his way around him here. Or trying to. Oh, he just turned him. And the 8's in the middle of the track. Hopefully nobody runs into him here. Got a couple close calls. Looks like everybody's missed him. No yellow.
Guess that doesn't count. Shane Sides.
Oh, we got another wreck in turn 4. Benjamin Snyder, the 12. I don't know how he just missed that. In the 47. No, still no yellow. Buddy Campos is around again out of turn 2.
Here's a replay.
Or he's still there. I don't know. One
What
of the two.
happened?
I don't know.
Um.
We're trying.
Yeah, no, I know. They're definitely trying.
The 8 is, I think the 8 is like looking for an opening to back up, and he just can't find one. Like, the field is already spread out so much, he's just perennially stuck
He's
there.
just stuck there.
Yeah, he can't, he might as well tow it at this point. Like, it's gonna cost him some time, but he'll at least be able to merge cleanly off of pit road.
I think we got a battle for the lead, but I kind of want to show that.
Yeah, Phil Parker and Alexander Brown right now at a turn 4. That is a pretty good battle, actually. And I think the 8 did just tow it as well. Looks like the field has now spread out quite a bit.
That should help.
Yeah.
And just not calling cautions when they happen. That helps too.
Leaders are coming up on a couple of slower cars here. Benjamin Snyder, who almost just hit Brendan Whitford. His dad Mark's in front of him here. Here comes the 59, trying to maneuver his way around these guys.
No!
Oh no, we got father-son contact, and Phil Parker just ran into the 22.
Caution.
And this might get big.
That's the caution.
Oh, man.
Ben, just stay there, buddy. No, no!
Oh, oh man. So we got Benjamin had turning mark here.
Well, that dinner is going to be awkward tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not just an awkward team meeting. That's an awkward family meeting here. Got a little hot there in the middle of 1 and 2. And yeah, Phil Parker just had nowhere to go. Oh my, who was that just missed Ben?
I believe that was our good buddy JLP, Joseph Landy Pavlin.
What a job there to miss that.
Let's go on board with the World Racing Media on board. Whoop! I mean, was it Shane Sides, maybe? I don't know.
I think it was like a yellow and orange car or something. But
Oh, then that was
close call for whoever.
That was Shane Sides. Here we go.
Or was it Trey Kinsey, maybe? Or not?
Oh, maybe
Trey
not.
Kinsey, Tate
I
Dorsey.
don't know. It was somebody.
Good job there by Shane, though, to get down to the low side and out of the way. Thanks, Weaver.
What did Weaver say?
You almost pulled a me at Martinsville.
Yep.
We got contact off of pit road a little bit, but that happens.
Steven saying he likes the relaxed caution rules. Okay.
Oh no, like, that was pretty chaotic.
Oh, Little Debbie products that the booth likes. What do you like?
Potential hot take here. I like the Cosmic Brownies. They're not my favorite, but they're good.
I'm a big Swiss roll guy.
I respect that.
So.
The zebra cakes are solid.
Oh yeah. All of it's good, you know.
Yeah.
thing I
Powdered mini
asked for
donuts are up
favorite.
there.
Weaver, my favorite's the little, yeah, Swiss rolls.
Of course, gotta mention the honey bun.
Now, is the honey bun, can you eat that for breakfast?
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, I feel like all of this you could eat anything you want for breakfast. But I feel like the honey bun you
Ding
could justify.
dongs. Ugh. Coffee crumb donuts.
Those are good.
Those big honey buns from the gas station are greater, says Weaver.
Those coffee crumb donuts, man. I might have to go get myself some of those tomorrow. We're gonna have a restart right now, though.
Yeah, I wonder, are we in a caution cooldown phase, do you think, or?
I don't know. Let's find out. Alexander Brown on the inside, Nick Gunther on the outside.
Twinkies.
We're going green either way.
Twinkies was the easy answer. Yeah, Twinkies. Alright.
55 definitely got a better jump there than the 59 did, but... Oh, good job by Nick there to power through on the high side to clear for the race lead. Are they wrecking behind him, though? Yes, they are. 40 just hit the inside wall big time. And we got more. Oh, Buddy Campos again. Oh, man.
Oh, Tim Goulet Jr.
Oh.
That's a caution, right?
Pace car ain't moving. I think we're still green.
Okay, well let's get...
the 08's around, too, from 11th. Michael Norman.
Let's get your replays, folks, because you
The
deserve
40's
them.
around again in the front stretch grass.
Here's what happened with
still
the 8.
going.
Also, the 40 did the same thing.
Oh, we got a couple cars slow in the middle of turns 3 and 4. We're still straight, though, for now.
There's...
The 40 is still really slow, but now he's in turns 1 and 2.
How the hell did he get in the grass?
I don't know. There's too much happening. I think is the 40 like stuck in 4th gear or something? He's still going really slow in the bottom of the racetrack. Oh my god, he just tried to pit and almost ran into somebody. What? Oh, he made it. Okay. There is no shortage
What else
of
happened?
on-track action.
Anything
here
else fun happen? Oh, what happened to the 14? So he's like slow getting passed by 10 people. Oh, he just looks like some contact with Garland Oaks. We're just gonna go from helicopter cam, I think.
Oh, 47 and the 6 just made contact. They're still going straight, but I think we got people like 4 laps down, and I get somebody 1 lap down or in the lead lap. There's a whole just random group of cars here in turns 3 and 4. I don't know who is in what position, but they're all on top of each other, and they're coming very close to wrecking multiple times.
We're back
They
live.
have come close.
Just looking at the 47 car here.
Yeah, battling. Yeah, he's in 12th, so he's got that battle behind him is Trey Kinsey in the 80. That's her position right now. The 12 and the 238 are not, but Tom Moose is also on the lead lap with these two. So a good little battle here, just outside the top 10. Looks like Trey is going to win that battle here down the backstretch.
Oh, 238's going around.
Oh, right in the middle of the track. Oh, and the 47, the 4 is in it.
You got
Here
to see
comes
that live,
more.
folks.
They're trying to slow down. And they somehow all avoided him.
They did not all avoid him, do we?
Well, most of them did. The leaders are...
We got a battle
down.
for the lead, though. Like,
Yeah, Nick Gunther still out front, but almost just got another wreck. Oh, the 08 just turns the 60 out of turn 4. That's Joseph Landy Pavlin. And he gets it pointed right the right way. Quick little spin there.
36 people watching, only 26 likes. Please click the like button. If you like me and my sanity, click the like button. Thank you.
I feel like we've been commentating on like 2x speed the last 20 laps. Like somebody hit the fast forward button on the stream before we started.
I guess.
And we got the 47 around again.
Not the debut that Michael Earl was
he just got hit by the
looking
8.
for. Let's go find him. There he is.
Yeah, Buddy Campos ran into the 47 while he was trying to get going again. And the 8 just got turned by Shane Sides. He's up in turn 4.
Oh, Tom Moose is going around right in front of the leaders.
And the 8 just towed it again. That's about the 5th wreck he's been in tonight, not he was looking for. Yeah, Tom Musa was running in 12th, now running about 20th after that spin. And we now have a caution. For what exactly? I'm not sure, but the pace car is now on the track again.
Alright, caution number 7 on the night.
Yeah, caution number 7 officially, but I think we've had about 22 things that could have been cautions
yeah,
so far.
it's definitely... Alright. So let's talk about the rationale behind what they're doing. Alright, because I think that's important. Folks, the rationale is less cautions is good.
I would agree.
Problem is, cautions aren't the problem. Wrecking is the problem, and we're still seeing the wrecking. So...
Yeah,
That's the only way. That's why we're doing it. No cautions, no slowdowns. Trying to keep in time windows.
But that's the problem, though. If you don't call something that is a caution, it's still happening.
It's still happening.
It just becomes a demo derby instead of a race sometimes, as we saw in that first little stint of it. This one was a little bit cleaner than the last one, but still had a couple of things that were cautions in it.
But if it wasn't obvious enough, folks...
Yeah, obviously the goal was to cut down on the amount of cautions, but the amount of wrecking is not going down.
We can't keep up with it.
Well, yeah, and
that's the problem, right?
Yeah, we've been commentating on 2x the whole time.
I don't know. Maybe I'm old man yelling at cloud here, but caution cooldown.
Well, again, on paper, maybe, but at the end of the day, the stuff that should be called cautions is still occurring, whether there's a yellow flag with it or not. And as long as you have the things that should be yellow flags happening, you're still going to get something that looks like this sometimes.
Thanks, man. You have like 3 computers running to cover everything.
Yeah, I'm like 8 monitors, like you're like that new XFL replay center or whatever it is. Just capture everything all at once. You got to be like Dean Blandino up there with like 18 eyes looking at everything. Oh, we got contact under yellow there. 77 and the 131.
Is Mercurio the leader, Dewey? Can you confirm that?
Yes. Joshua Mercurio is the leader. Seth Cole is second. So we got nobody in the wrong place. Oh, no, actually we do. The 131 is not fourth.
Okay.
The 77 is third. The 131, though, is not fourth. The 75 is being scored as fourth, and I don't even know where he is. He just came off pit road. But I don't know how the 131 got there, but he is not up here with the leaders. But he's going to restart up there. Oh, what?
I don't know what that was.
He just... What? Okay. And that just... I think that just turned the pace lights back on. Yeah, it did. Okay. So, another pace lap. Oh no, the pace lights were already on, my bad. But, still interesting.
Folks, click the like button. If you like Bristol, if you like me, if you like Dewey, click the like button. We'd appreciate it if you did. does a lot to help support us here on JTN. What we do, we encourage you to watch all of our other broadcasts here on JTN. Well, Steven, but you like me, so that's okay. So it's not like you have to do all the things. It's like and or.
Unbelievable, Steven.
Thank you,
We're
Todd.
back under green.
Green.
I don't know if we're in a cooldown, but the race is green either way. So far, so good, I think. Seth Cole trying to take the lead away right now from Mercurio. Oh, contact RJ Bishop and Alexander Brown. Great save by the 77.
I don't think you want to be on the apron.
Mercurio and Nick Gunther going at it for second here down the backstretch. Keith Hughes in the 82 trying to get in this battle as well. And Alexander Brown going to take third back from the 86.
So Mercurio slipping a little bit here on the restart.
A little bit of contact. Around goes Mike Norman, or not Mike Norman, Mike Carroll. Sean Dotson in the 091 also involved. Both of these around at the entrance of pit road.
And there's our 8th caution of the night, officially.
I'm not even sure if I should say caution after, because you've had these cooldowns.
Yeah, well, so this is the first, so I don't know if this one, like, gets us to a cooldown or what. Contact between Mike Carroll and Michael Norman. Sean Dotson, nowhere to go, gets collected up in it. Dalton says Dewey on top. What does that mean?
On top of the commentary game.
It's just a slowdown? Shut up, Weaver.
Looks like Jason Dady might have quit the league.
Which is unfortunate, because Jason is one of the guys that's been running here for years now.
Yeah, I saw him, though. He got caught up in a couple of those big wrecks during the cooldown, and that definitely ended his night. And I definitely understand the frustration there from how his race went. Hopefully we'll see him back here in the future, though. Same with Xavier Brown. Obviously, you know, some guys have, you know, had some frustration and some, you know, issues with how these last couple races have gone, but, you know, they've both been here for a while, and hopefully they'll, you know, come back at some point and show their face again. Two of the longtime series veterans.
Steven, they did get shut out.
No, they scored with like a second left.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they lost 2-1.
I turned it off. Hey, folks, newsflash. I get updates from Bristol about the Red Wings game. Crazy.
Ah, okay. So if you've been
Versus
watching
Red
this
Wings
race
fan.
and you've thought, man, a lot has happened so far. We're
You-
still 15 laps from the halfway point.
You-
so
you'd
there's
be
still a lot
correct.
still to happen.
Yeah. We're doubled up. Pace car lights are still on. We're vibing.
Preemptively.
I'm Joe, he's Dewey. We're up here in the booth at Richmond. Bristol on the cams.
What's up, brothers?
Tuesday.
Yeah, there has been a lot to digest tonight. But you talked in the pre-race all the different notable Richmond happenings here, and I think we can add the caution cooldown here to that. Definitely a chaotic stretch of racing there. I don't know if we're gonna have another cooldown tonight, but if we do, prepare yourself, because it's gonna get nuts. Nick Gunther, Alexander Brown leading us back to the restart. Those two have been up there all night. We'll see which one of them wins the restart this time. Pretty even start for both of them here into one. Looks like Nick's going to prevail, though, on the low side and clear for that top spot. Take Dorsey trying to go 3 wide on the outside there above Mercurio. He's at least got the nose above him. See if he can try to make this pass into 1 and 2. Couldn't quite get it done, but I think that's the highest the 6 has run all night, so perhaps Tate one to watch here over the next stretch of the race. Had a pretty quiet night, haven't really seen him involved in any of the big incidents, but hasn't been up towards the front yet either, but now
survival.
Yeah, done a good job at surviving. But now up in P6 right behind Mercurio. Hez Hiller in the 137 doing a nice job up here in 7th as well. I think he's been in a couple of incidents, but the car's still turning on and running, so he's got a chance. And now inside the top 10.
Good looking 137 car. Yeah, obviously is looking a little worse. Then we got a crash in turn 2.
Yeah, the 12 I think in the double
47.
They're slow, but they're still going.
738 of McIntyre coming down pit lane.
That 59 is still all over the back bumper, the 55. They have been about that distance apart since the drop of the green. So the Nick is still leading, but of course the 59 letting him know he is there and that he would very much like that lead back. Trying to pressure him into a mistake, perhaps. Got a potential 3 wide here into 3. Phil Parker thought about taking it 3 and thought better of it. Got Tom Musa and Michael Norman just ahead. All these guys battling just at the end, or the rear end here of the top 10.
We're 3 wide.
Oh, Kez goes up the hill, gets into Tate, and that's going to put Mercurio right back up ahead of both of them. This is 5th, 6th, and 7th here on the track. The Mercurio was down to 7th for about 4 seconds, and now he's back up in 5th again.
Back in the pole position in this group.
A solid battle between those 3, though.
Oh, yeah.
86 and 137 still side by side. Kez is going to get the spot at the line. So now that 137 up into the top 5.
Yeah, using the momentum from that outside line.
Oh, Chad Heyer almost got clobbered by Nick. Oh my gosh.
Caution is out.
That was really close. I think Chad lost it on his own into 1, but when he came back down the track to get himself going, he came very, very close to getting hit by Nick Gunther. Yeah, a little just lazy spin there in 1 and 2. Oh, Mike, or Matt.
Yeah,
It's been a heck of a night for the 738. And, yep, right in front of the leader.
Oh, the 47's getting spun under caution.
Oh, what in the heck?
Here's that replay.
Or he ran into somebody.
Oh, no, he got spun.
Or was that a Oh, it was! Herbert Solomon just dumped him.
Yeah.
And if you keep the camera here on the 47, he just ran up and rammed the 048.
Huh?
Or maybe that was before. Either way, the 47 hit the 048 at some point under caution. I don't know if it was before or after that, but it happened.
Oh, it was before. This was the lap before coming back to the yellow.
So retaliatory there by Herbert on the 47 as opposed to the other way around.
They hit him again.
Yeah, I don't really know what the deal there is. I didn't see what happened between those two on the racetrack, but clearly some displeasure from the 47, and Herbert returns the favor.
We got some ground beef out there.
Tit for tat, an eye for an eye,
Everybody goes blind.
and some USDA Grade A beef.
TMP Winter Series live tomorrow night from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Coverage kicking off at 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Then the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series heads to the Daytona International Speedway Thursday at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, we got a big wreck under caution. Sorry, Joe. There's like 5 cars around in the front stretch under yellow. I don't know how this just happened.
Autry Waits Memorial is next Tuesday, so tune in for that one. Here's the replay.
Sean Dotson, Mike Carroll, Garland Oaks. Oh my gosh. The 85 in it as well. Looks like Michael Earl in the 47 has been ejected from the race as a result of hitting the 48 there coming back to the caution. So end of the night for Michael Earl. We lost Tim Goulet on that last green flag run with a gearbox issue. Second gearbox to expire tonight, along with Zachary Hall. I think that's the first time someone's been ejected this season. Not the honor I'd be going for, but the 47's got it either way. Pace lights are off and pace cars off of pit road. Kez Hiller, Tate Dorsey leading us back to the green. As we're going to hit halfway this time by. Green flag back in the air, and the 137 just missed a shift and is going to drop like a rock.
Dude, I don't know how to commentate this because this is crazy. Oh no.
Oh
Oh no.
Oh no.
85 is up on his roof.
No. Chad Hare is barrel rolling down the backstretch. The 85 of Josh 2. And the 131 also, and it was this not a okay, it is a caution.
It is a caution now. Caution number 10.
Something.
No, it's
Herbert
10.
Solomon also went around separately in the 048, but that was a single car incident. Now, how did the 007 start flipping like that?
He got hit by the 131.
Oh, the 85 went over too, yeah. I got 2 flips on this one.
Mm-hmm. Just like the first caution.
So we got, what was it, like 8 or 9 tonight now? I lost count a while ago.
Magoo, what am I supposed to show again? I need you to be more specific.
Oh, man. That's a lick for Brendan Whitford and Chad Hare. I can't believe that 007 is still driving. Oh, when he got hit again. Oh, no. That was the 14.
Something had happened. Herbert Solomon had gone around.
Yeah, he went around on his own. Just got in there a little too hot and looped it.
So,
Yeah, it's alright. FAU didn't do that great in the tournament either.
and their coach left.
Yeah. Wonder where he went.
Probably to a school that has more money. Autry Waits
Yeah.
Memorial next week, right here on JTN, Texas Motor Speedway. Tune in, watch it, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
don't know about you, Joe. I'm very happy with the outcome of that tournament, though.
Yes, congratulations to you and your Yukon Huskies, one of your 20 schools you cheer for.
Back-to-back champs.
First team to do so since Florida
Yep.
in 07-08.
Something like that. Yeah, go Huskies.
It's crazy because I think I've talked about this on here before, but I flew into the Hartford airport, and Yukon's probably, I don't know, like 60 minutes away, maybe. The whole airport is like decked out in Yukon stuff. We're crashing under caution.
Oh no.
Tom Musa involved in this one.
How? What happened? I think he was catching up and just ran over. Yeah. Or the 14 had come to a dead stop in front of him.
Who knows? Green flag.
We're green though.
Tate Dorsey, Keith Hughes on the front row. These two don't like each other. They actually do. It's just a big joke.
Oh my. Oh, they're all over the place. Seth Cole's in the wall. There's cars at varying rates of speed all near each other. I don't know how we haven't wrecked yet. Keith Hughes is leading this race now. Nick Gunther trying to make his way back up through the field after leading a good chunk of the race. It's a horn. Oh,
There's
we got
a
a
crash.
big one. There they go. Alexander Brown, Seth Cole, Mercurio, Shane Sides, we're piling in. Mike Carroll, Trey Kinsey. Oh, the 12 coming in late.
Oh, but don't worry. It's a caution cooldown.
That wasn't the... Oh, my God.
It's a caution cooldown.
The 85. That was a huge wreck. And, yeah, we are still green.
Mm-hmm. Caution cooldown. So no. Here's a replay of it. You saw it live.
Yeah, that was about a third of the remaining field, almost. There are a lot of cars swept up in it. It's really too bad for the 59. He had been arguably the second best car tonight outside of Nick Gunther. And with this cooldown, he's got no chance to repair his car, and he's probably going to lose laps if he has to pit to do it. So a really tough break for him for sure.
There's another replay of the wreck that took out 5 people in the top 10.
Yeah, a lot of players in this race swept up, and a lot of damage there for the 59 especially, and for Seth Cole. And they just kept piling into it.
Let's look at it one more time.
And it also doesn't help, of course, that, like, you know, obviously there are some bad plows to wreck sometimes, but obviously if a wreck isn't going to cause a caution, you're not going to want to slow down.
Yeah.
So it exacerbates the wreck that's going to happen because more people aren't slowing down for it.
As for position there, Gunther going by Phil Parker. You can't rationalize the irrational, do we?
You could try.
You can't, though.
You're going to want that time back if you do.
80 laps to go.
Tate Dorsey, I think, wants the time between him and Keith Hughes gone because the 82.
Oh, we got another one wrecking. Santiago Gutierrez around.
Where is this?
In turn 2.
And the 738. Matt McIntyre has had one heck of a night so far.
Oh my
God, Mark Snyder. And there goes Seth Cole. He's in it. Seth had been up in the top 10 all night. Now he's been in 2 wrecks under this cooldown, and Mark just got absolutely plastered by somebody. I don't know who just hit him, but he just got clobbered.
Looks like it's going to be the 80... Oh, no, the 68.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Mark just kind of rolled down the track. Oh, man. And that's probably going to end the night for Landy Pavlin. That's a whole chunk of damage that's probably unfixable. That was a heck of a hit. And we are still green.
We are still green. That's right, Garrett. Still green.
I think...
Gordo, we didn't hit the over on the cautions because we have caution cooldowns.
Yeah, you can't hit the caution over if they aren't called. As they say, the house always wins.
Yeah.
Nick Gunther all of a sudden was like 8th, I think, a lap or two ago. He's now 2nd, right behind Keith Hughes, in a prime position to take the lead. And they're going to put Seth Cole, who was just at the top 5, a lap down in the 78.
Yeah, so as Hughes tries to find a way around Seth Cole, Gunther's trying to find a way around Hughes. They're battling for the lead here, working lap 106 now of 180. Autism awareness.
Probably hoping they all wreck each other.
Autism Awareness 180 here from Richmond. Big thank you to Garland Oaks for sponsoring tonight's race.
Yeah, it looks like Seth's going to let these guys go here out of 4. He's trying his best to keep himself on the lead lap, but... Joseph Lindy Pavlin indeed has retired after that hit on Mark Snyder just destroyed his race car.
Yeah.
So, done for the night is the 68.
Jake Dorsey up the hill. He's going to lose time to the other drivers that are up on the podium, but he'll stay within an earshot as they continue to battle for the lead here at Richmond. Gunther with a big run here down the back straightaway. He'll duck to the inside, heading down into turn 3. They're side by side down into turns 3 and 4. Nick Gunther slides up, takes the lead. He was going to look for the crossover. Down the front straightaway we go. Back to the line. Gunther leads that lap. Momentum will serve him well on the outside, heading down into turn 1, and Nick Gunther clears for the lead. He gets back to the top spot after being mired back in traffic on the restart.
Yeah, Keith had a good shot there at a crossover, but Nick was in by far the best lane into turn 1 and was just able to power by on that outside and keep that lead. So after winning the pole and winning a chunk of laps, got spun from the lead by a lapper earlier, but now here on lap 109, back up at the front. See if anybody's got anything for him. That was one of the cooldown periods as well, I think. Now the field is starting to spread out a lot, and a lot of them are very damaged at this point. Varying degrees. Hoo-wee.
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee is right. Got, I think, 27 cars, or 28 cars on the track, 21 on the lead lap. But I think 2 of them are in danger of going a lap down. Rear of this pack, Josh 2 in the 85, Mike Carroll, Santi Gutierrez, Nick Gunther is coming up on these guys pretty quick.
So this will get
might
fun.
have a lucky dog battle here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Whenever the next caution is.
Place your bets, folks.
Yeah, truly we don't know. Of course, typically you would never know for a race, but if you don't know which wrecks are going to be yellows, it makes it more fun.
It does. It's more random.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of wrecks, Michael Norman is around the top of turn 4 in the 08. He was running in 10th.
That's not a good place to be parked.
No, not at all. Not quite sure how he got there.
No one out pizzas the hut.
Except the turn 4 wall, apparently. Looks like he had some help from the 59, I believe, of Alexander Brown. And now, of course, about to go just like that, running from inside the top 10 to being put a lap down by the leader. So the lucky dog, if he had a yellow right now, would be the 08, but again, these 3 ahead of him, Nick is starting to breathe down their necks here in 3 and 4. Tate Dorsey has lost third to Phil Parker, and he might lose fourth to Allison Rodrigo. That 6 car was up towards the lead earlier, but it started to fade back a little bit. Oh my god, what? Herbert Solomon went around in the 048 again by himself. Nobody hit him though. 35 has gone a lap down. 85 is about to join him. The 12 is slow on the top. Oh, I think Nick just tried to pinch him and keep him up behind the 12, and it worked. Because Josh 2 is losing way more time now. Keith Hughes going 3 wide with 2 cars that are a lap down. Risky maneuver for the 82.
That's your defending series champ. They'll give him plenty of space, won't they?
Yeah, you'd think. Trying to keep up with Nick, who's really starting to put a dent in these guys. Now, just put Garland Oaks another lap down there in the 67. And the 85 is in the grass.
You can see Keith's code there on the side of the car to get $20 off your visible subscription.
Oh, Garland just got into the 12. This is right in front of Keith. And he just snaked his way through it. There he goes. Oh, man.
Now we're crashing.
Oh, yeah, we are. Garland Oaks, the 12. Oh, and Alexander Brown just clobbered the 12. Mike Carroll is involved.
Caution number 11.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right, Dewey. Oh, my gosh.
How did this one start?
How didn't it start?
I think Garland got into the 12 again, and it just kind of... Oh, and Allison Rodrigo was in it, too, who had been in like 4 wrecks earlier, but he recovered nicely to get in the top 5 and just got taken out in this. And the 59 was running inside the top 10. Oh, and there's Seth Cole in it for good measure. Oh, man. That really stinks for Allison. Did such a nice recovery from all the early incidents, running well in the top 5, and the entire track just got blocked right in front of that 43. So I think this resets the cooldown. So I think a regular restart this time, maybe?
Who knows?
It's a guessing game sometimes.
Here's the explanation I was given. I'll read it word for word. Caution cooldown for 10 laps if we have 3 cautions in 20 laps.
So anything that happens... So the next restart then, that 10 laps, no cautions will be called. But on the 11th lap, one will be. Am I getting that right?
Maybe.
Yeah, sure, man. Maybe.
You know, like we like to have fun with the rules here. Again, a big thank you. Let's see if I can find Garland real quick. On track. Did Garland retire? He retired a bit ago.
You got a lot of damage in that wreck. I would not be surprised.
I don't see him out on track anymore, so we'll show Joshua in the 86. But big thank you to Garland Oaks again for sponsoring tonight's race. A cause that's very important and very important to him. Autism awareness, as well as the Autism Awareness 180 tonight here from Richmond. So again, a big thank you to Garland for his sponsorship of tonight's broadcast of sponsorship of this race and putting this event together. Don't think it's gone the way we've wanted it to say the least, but still a big thank you to Garland and for allowing us to come out to the track and broadcast this race here tonight. We're very appreciative of it.
Absolutely. Looks like Garland, though, looks like he's out with a listed wheel issue. So, end of the night for the 67. Got 17 cars on the lead lap with the pack that Nick Gunther put a lap down on that last run. And we got just over 50 laps remaining. But Nick just pit, or no, he didn't pit, but we are back under green. I got his car mixed up with someone else's. We are back underway, though, at 53
No, he did pit.
laps left.
Everybody pit.
Task failed successfully. Three wide in the middle of three. Seth Cole in the middle of it. Joshua Mercurio side by side for fourth with Nico Servideo in the 14, who I don't think we've seen up here at all tonight. But that 14 quietly putting a really, really nice run together, and runs inside top 5 late on in this race.
Nelson Rodrigo up here after getting caught up in a lot of incidents tonight.
Yeah, didn't really lose a lot of spots from the wreck that just happened. And I guess the damage wasn't too severe either. So up there, that 43 remains. Alexander Brown was just in that wreck too, and he's
rallying.
He's the first car a lap down in 18th, but you can tell that the speed is still there at least.
I'm gonna pass him some of the
He's
guys.
gonna need some help though.
He's in the lucky dog spot though, right?
Yeah. Well, again, who knows when the next yellow is? So maybe he'll get the lap back, maybe he won't. 12 is into the wall in turn 4. I think that 12 has been in like 9 different wrecks tonight. I truly don't know, but I've seen that neon yellow car involved in quite a few things. Under 50 to go now here at Richmond. The 86 and the 14 still going at it here for fourth. Got a nice battle here since the restart. Looks like the 86 of Mercurio will prevail finally here out of turn 2.
You have to wonder how much that's going to affect his tires here if we get a long run to the end.
Definitely possible. I think, though, for most people in the field, tires are probably not something they've thought about all night.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that there was never a strategy planned, but just with the amount of cautions, you haven't really needed it. But now, with the field more spread out and a lot of guys out of the race, a longer run seems more plausible now than it did earlier. So maybe it becomes relevant now for some of those guys up at the front, like Nick and Nico and Mercurio. Speaking of Mercurio, trying to close in on Phil Parker for that 3rd spot. Filling in the 89 this week for Quentin Moore.
Quentin will be back next week at Texas, I do believe. Saw him post earlier, so good. It'll be good to see Quentin back on track. Having some frame stuttering.
How is that 007 car in the top 10? I swear I've seen that car flip twice tonight. I know he flipped once, I think it was twice, and the 75 just got turned.
Christian Torres, last week's winner.
And it stole it out from under everybody at Las Vegas. Started dead last, shotgun on the field, and left top dog. Not a great stretch there for him, though. Oh, and Allison Rodrigo just got in the back of Mark Snyder, who was in the middle of the track. And that's going to slow the 43 down and knock him out of the top 10.
Oh,
And that will be a caution.
okay.
Yeah, the 27 was in the middle of the track there, and 43 just ran out of space to get around him. Poor Allison.
The replay of it there. Mark Snyder going to come down into the pits, and I think he's going to call it a night. Maybe.
Perhaps? The 12 did. The Jose Reyes Jr. in the 12 has retired from the race. And
the
yeah,
leader's
Mark
going to come down
has as
pit
well.
lane.
So the 12 and the 27 done for the evening here under this most recent caution. The 738 is still out there somehow, 20 laps down. So eventually he'll pass those two that just retired. And that is the lucky dog that the 59 needed. Alexander Brown saw that that car still has speed despite the wreck he was in. So, a chance now to display it upon this restart.
So, Dewey, as we work this 12th caution of the night, wanted to ask you, how's life going for Dewey Schramm? Talked about the eclipse. Obviously, the Huskies won the basketball national championship.
Yeah, very good 24 hours yesterday. Despite how sore I am today.
Were you home in time for the game, or did you have to listen to it on the radio?
I got home about 45 minutes after it started. I got home, I think, around 9:30, 9:45.
Okay.
I missed a little bit of it, but
you got to see the whole second half.
yeah.
You got to see all the good stuff at the end.
Indeed, I did.
It's fun winning national championship, or when your team wins national championships, you know?
Yeah, both of us can now say that in the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? I think it's safe to say UConn's never going to win one in football, though. I will never count out Michigan basketball for that, but I think you could count out UConn football.
Yeah. But women's basketball.
Yeah, UConn's got plenty of those, too.
Listen, there's some Big Ten schools that probably, like Michigan's obviously not one of them, but there's some Big Ten schools that need to go all in on on basketball.
Nebraska might be considering it now, or they might want to.
Maybe.
We're going to consider going back green, though, as we got 37 to go, closing in on the end of this thing, and Shane Sides is around on the grass.
Don't worry about it.
Who's running in 12th. Oh, the 048 just got turned by the 238, and oh, they are both flipping. Oh, and the 738 just ramped off of one of them and hit the fence.
Caution.
Oh my god, we just had a 3-car wreck and all 3 of them flipped. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I think all 3 of them went off the ground.
Oh my, that's the second time the 238's flipped. I think that's the 3rd time the 738's flipped. I don't know if the other car involved has flipped tonight, but my god. Herbert Solomon. Yeah, 238 got in there way deep in a bad overcorrect there for Herbert, and they just launched off of each other. Oh, man.
Almost went out of the park there. I know it's baseball season, but we don't need to be hitting home runs.
Well, we got a baseball-themed car that just hit the fence.
That
so,
is true.
Yeah, I think Paul Goldschmidt got a hold of one. What a wreck. It's like they got stuck together and kind of got thrown up in the air. What a wreck. I don't know how that 738's still going. That's like his third flip of the night. He just ramped up into the fence and he's like 20 laps down and that car refuses to stop.
Yeah, James, it's only the 12th. Only the 12th caution. So cautions are down tonight. Alright, we'll go back green next time by. Coming to lap 148 of 180, so just over 30 to go.
So I think of all the wrecks tonight, that one,
That one takes the cake.
yeah. 3 cars flipping and 2 of them in the fence. That's, hopefully the track has a sufficient tarp supply. And hopefully the pace car's got a sufficient gas supply, too. We
Green
are back
flag.
underway.
33 to go.
Left.
Ah,
Almost.
jinx.
Oh, the 85 is around and he's in the outside wall. Josh 2. Shane Sides is stopped on the front stretch. And I think he just retired from the race.
Okay. We stay green.
Yeah, he's pulled to a stop and left. Oh, looks like a gearbox issue for the 03. The 3rd gearbox failure of the race.
Oh, we gotta get that fixed.
And I get single source gearbox supplier. Not gonna be having a good Monday meeting. Got a 3-wide battle here. Kez Hiller, Christian Torres, Allison Rodrigo. Now Alexander Brown's going to take advantage and pass 2 of them. 43 and the 6 look to really be the only cars that are running the top in 3 and 4. You definitely see a lot more of them up there in 1 and 2. Of course, the different grooves that Richmond offers here.
Get funky. Get groovy.
They do. And occasionally hit the catch fence. Field's spreading out a little bit now. Got a couple of cars around each other. Oh, and the 4 tried to save it, got run into by the 7, and oh, we're stacking up again. The 59, the 43, the 80, 007. I don't even know if this is a caution, but there's a lot of cars involved either way. Herbert Solomon's involved.
Get your replay.
And that is a yellow. And Herbert's spinning again.
Caution number 14 on the night.
Yeah, I think the 4 got loose mid-corner, and as he was trying to correct it, the 007 just ran into the back of him, and it just stacked up that entire low groove. Allison Rodrigo, I think that's like the 8th wreck or 9th wreck for that car tonight. Just got a magnet on that thing somewhere, unfortunately. Has Hiller in it. There's Alexander Brown. Good job by Chase Severs to miss it. 048 looks like he spun on his own towards the back of it. Oh, man.
So everyone coming down pit lane again. Get some tires, get some fuel. Give me fuel, give me tires, give me that which I desire. Watching Maverick on the big screen. These wrecks are big. Thank you, Davey. New episode of the Fake Racers podcast came out today. You can go check it out on Track and Turf. You're on youtube.com/Track and Turf. Or just search Track and Turf. At track_and_turf. Also over on X.
Alright, we are slowly approaching the end of the race here for tonight. A lot of things have happened in a lot of different ways. One of them is that
Bill, welcome, Darren.
Did Nick Gunther just pit, or do we have guys that stayed out?
Gunther pit.
So Sean Dotson looks like he's going to lead us to the restart in the 091. Michael Norman is going to roll off second, which is where he finished at Daytona. Santi Gutierrez, Alexander Brown, Phil Parker top 5 this time around. So some new faces up here late in the going, trying to spoil that party that Nick Gunther's trying to throw. Might throw one anyway for that subscriber milestone, but I think a win would make that party a little cooler.
A little bit.
Gonna have 23 to go this time. 19 cars on the lead lap. Seth Full got his lap back under that yellow. So the 78 joins the ranks of lead lap cars again.
Green flag.
The 14 and the 43 just got a huge jump here towards the rear of this top 10, and they just passed about 4 cars before turn 1 apiece. Nico Servideo and Allison Rodrigo gamed it to their best right there and got a lot of spots. Trying to break back into this top 10.
Michael Norman gets away with the lead. Sean Dotson now battling Alexander Brown in the 59 for second.
And the 59 of that top 4 has definitely had the most speed tonight, and you can definitely tell he's trying to find a way around Sean Dotson before Nick Gunther gets back up there, but I think it might be too late, and the 43 just got punted big time, I think by the 14. I don't know if we're under yellow, but I saw Allison fly into camera frame facing the complete wrong way, and pretty much everything that could go wrong for that 43 has.
Oh, we got cars swerving down the back straightaway. We stay green. No problems there.
That 43 obviously has top 5, top 10 speed and just has gotten wrecked about every possible juncture tonight. Meanwhile, up at the front, though, we got a great battle brewing here. Nick Gunther trying to get the lead from Michael Norman. Joshua Mercurio trying to throw his name back in the ring. 4 cars under a blanket for this top spot here with under 20 to go.
Oh, Nick Gunther! Buddy.
He's got the lead from now. Michael Norman gonna have the nose on the high side here into 3, though. Almost contact there with Sean Dotson and Phil Parker, but no harm, no foul. Mercurio trying to get by that 08. I think the 08's got older tires and
He does.
they want to get around him as quick as they can to try to catch that 55. And the 86 just can't do it. 59 I think is faster than both of them, but kind of hard to pass 2 cars at once, so time is running short. for anybody trying to get by that 55.
And it's been a dominant night for Nick Gunther. He's been the fastest car in the field, won the pole. Don't know if he's going to lead the most laps at the end of the day just because of the way that this race has gone, but he's out in front now. And at the end of the day, that is all that will matter, is who's leading at the checkered flag.
And not the first time this season that he's had the fastest car after winning the pole and has dominated the race.
Oh, we got one around.
But
That's Tom Musa. Tom Musa around in turn 2.
And a great job there to miss him by Herbert Solomon, and I think we are still green. So Gunther now leads by about a second over Mercurio. Keith Hughes trying to pass the 08 now for 4th. So I think these guys that are trying to catch Nick might need a yellow to do it.
He's just running now.
Tate Dorsey gets by Michael Norman, that's for 5th. Feels like Tate's run about 6th or 7th for the last like 70 laps, but now finally cracks the top 5. Gunther gonna get by the 738 here.
12 to go.
Yeah, field's starting to spread out again. I think this has a decent chance of running green to the end at this point. Of course, a lot can change, but I think we could go green here on out. Got these guys around 5th trying to get by the 738. Gonna stack them up a little bit. That's 7th place Phil Parker back to about 12th or 13th place Trey Kinsey here. All under a blanket around the 738. I think if we have any wreck, it's going to be somewhere in here.
And Death Craver 10 to go. You can check out Death Craver, now available on Amazon by Zach Rogers. Chronicles the story of Enzo as he is invited to his top secret racing competition to see never before seen racetracks. Little problem for Enzo, though. He's got to go against Death Craver and his deranged squadron of assault racers and drivers. It's Death Craver. It's now available on Amazon by Zach Rogers, or you can go to ZachRogersBooks.com. Death Craver 10 to go. Now 8 to go, but, you know.
Tate Dorsey, Keith Hughes going at it for 4th. Tate's going to pick that spot up from the 82.
Interesting to see if either of these guys can get to the 59.
I don't know. And Nick's lead has increased as well. It's now about a second and a half, and it's another 1.8 seconds from Mercurio back to the 59. So we are very spread out here at the front of the field. And again, I think at this point it's going to take a yellow or something very, very dumb happening for that 55 to not win this thing.
Yeah.
The odds are definitely in his favor here this late in the going. 6 to go this time by.
Five to go for Nick Gunther, who qualified on pole tonight in this 55. He's been in the middle of the carnage, but he hasn't been a part of it, and that's what's kind of distinguished him from the rest of this field. Feels like everyone has been involved in an incident, if not two,
He
here
had one
this evening. Was he?
Yeah, he got.
Oh yeah, he got wrecked from the lead.
Once.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
But that's the only one he's been in.
Yeah.
So still less than most everyone else.
Yeah. Well.
Down to 4 laps remaining. The battle for 3rd tightening up. Tate Dorsey has caught the 59. Keith Hughes and Phil Parker right behind him. This is 3rd through 6th, all under a blanket here in 3 and 4.
Dorsey trying to find a way to get around this 59 of Brown.
Yeah, the 82 is going to get the 6 first, though, I think. Or he's going to try.
That's going to be a welcome sight for the 59.
Hez Hiller in the 137 trying to get in this battle as well, back there in 7th.
Dorsey trying to run a higher line to get some more momentum.
2 to go. Yeah, I think Nick Gunther's pretty much got this. And it looks like Mercurio's got 2nd locked up here as well. Keith trying to get 3rd or 4th away right here out of 4. White flag here at Richmond. Keith clears him for 4th, but Tate's going to have a shot here into 1.
Tate doesn't take the lunge just yet. Out in front, though, it's Nick Gunther. A dominant performance from this 55. Got mired in traffic. Got spun from the lead. Didn't let that hold him down off of turn number 4. It's going to be Nick Gunther taking home the victory here at Richmond. 2nd going to go to Joshua Mercurio, and Alexander Brown going to hold on to 3rd, the 59.
Yeah, Keith Hughes, Tate Dorsey round at the top 5. Phil Parker, Hez Hiller, Chad Hare, who barrel rolled down the backstretch in tonight's race, finishes 8th. Michael Norman and Santiago Gutierrez round out the top 10, so a very clean end to what was a very chaotic race here at Richmond. In the end, though, Nick Gunther, the best car in the race, escapes as the winner. Nick will burn it down here on the front stretch.
Nick Gunther will get his Polish victory lap in. We'll get results on your screens here in a few moments, folks. Can't thank you enough, as always, for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. That was definitely a race of all time. Thank you so much for tuning in.
It was.
Let's go ahead and start by talking with our 3rd place finisher. He's the driver of the number 59, Alexander Brown. Alexander, you got a copy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing okay. How are you doing? Because that was probably about the wildest, craziest race, especially with those caution cooldown segments.
Yeah, we were doing pretty well. Had a nice pace with Nick, but we got into it with the 68. Just drove into him. I didn't brake enough. I forgot that they were on old tires, but surprisingly enough, they fixed the damage and the car was still competitive, even with the wear. So we still were able to finish P3.
How tough is a race like this tonight, especially in those runs where everyone's so mixed up between guys that are laps down, lead lap guys, and then, as you mentioned, the tires? How difficult is that to manage behind the wheel? Because, 1, you got to be aware of it in your mind, and then 2, you got to be aware of it out on the racetrack.
Well, with Maverick, it's the aggressiveness of everybody, and you put that in with a typical short track like Richmond, and then you have a bunch of wrecks. As long as you're patient, use your head a little bit, and you'll be able to get around all that. And if you ain't first, you'll finish decent.
Well, Alexander, a great finish for you here tonight. 3rd place after being caught up in a couple of messes. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You got a great looking race car, by the way, and love that it's a Dodge. But before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Any sponsors or family, friends, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, thanks to Nico for making the car. He's the one in the 14. He designed this car to be for the 95, but we had to disband the team for a little bit until the actual season started, so we changed it to the 59. And I'm always a fan of Dodge. You'll never see me in any other car unless it's in a different league. But yeah, to them and my pit crew, they got my car looking straight before the end, and we were able to do really well. Had to hold off a few cars there, but it was a nice run.
Well, a great job there at the end, holding all those guys off. Alexander, congratulations on the third place finish. Pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. And again, hope we're talking with you again soon here.
All right, thanks.
Alexander Brown, driver the number 59, your third place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and next talk with our second place finisher. He's the driver of the number 86, Joshua Mercurio. Joshua, you got a copy?
Yep, I can hear you guys loud and clear.
All right, second place finish here tonight. What more did you need to catch that 55?
Well, this track, I just hate it. It's so tight, and I think, every time I've raced here, I finish like dead last. So to finally come out with the second place is pretty awesome, especially when second place to Nick Gunther. I mean, that guy is a monster on the short tracks, so feeling pretty good.
Chaos calamity filled race here tonight. How did you manage to get through it? I know Dewey and I were talking up here in the booth. Felt like everyone was involved in an incident or two tonight, but how did you manage to persevere through that and kind of drive through the field as you did a couple times tonight?
Yeah, so, actually, I have a story about Dewey because when I first started racing NR, I was at USRL, and I just sucked. I was crashing into everything, and I was just a wrecking ball. And one night, Dewey just laid into me in the Discord, and I was like, I deserve it. I'm racing like a dumbass all day, every day, and so just changed my mindset when I come into a race. The position that you have at any lap doesn't matter. The only position that matters is the last lap, and hopefully you'll have a clean car to actually get positions at the end of the race there. So.
Well, Joshua, a great finish for you here tonight, second place. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. You had a great looking paint scheme tonight, great cause, of course. Great folks to shout out as well. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yeah, so first off, I've got to thank Garland Oaks for painting this car and for sponsoring the race. And this is a great cause, obviously. And then got to thank the guys that run the league. Keith Hughes is the mastermind behind the caution cooldowns. And so while it did create some calamity, I think the green flag runs allowed for the cream to rise to the top tonight. You got to see some actual racing. And yeah, some people wrecked out, but I think it was for the better. So that's where my vote is. And then I got to thank my parents for raising me right and do a good race car driver. And thank you guys for doing what you do.
Well, Joshua, again, man, congratulations on the second place finish. Appreciate you taking some time to talk with us here after the race. And again, hope to be talking with you again soon here.
Yep, you too, guys. Bye.
Joshua Mercurio, driver of the 86, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and finally bring in our pole sitter, our lap leader of the majority of the race, and our race winner, driver of the 55, Nick Gunther. Nick, you got a copy?
It feels good to be back.
Back in victory lane here on the short track. How'd you survive the chaos and manage to get back to the front? Because at one point you're spun out from the lead.
Yeah, the caution cooldown at that one lap. I don't know. I must have got clipped by somebody, and it just unfortunately set me around. But thankfully, that's what caused the caution right then and there. Yeah, it was just mainly about like trying to time the caution cooldowns of when to actually pit, because apparently when I was testing earlier today for my guys, my teammates, apparently there was a lot more, I guess, grip fall off than I thought, because earlier today it was fine.
Well, you managed to get through it, figure it out. How special is it to win this race? Obviously, great cause on this one tonight. Garland Oaks sponsoring tonight's race. How good does it feel to win this one tonight at Richmond?
I kind of feel bad that I totally forgot that this was like the autism awareness race, because I would have had asked somebody to go paint me a car last minute. But no, it's just a great cause to win against autism awareness, especially from as somebody that's on the spectrum. I know there's a lot of people lately now, last few years, a lot of people have been getting more and more within the spectrum. It's just not. It's just we're not. I mean, I can't talk anymore. We're just, we're a type of people that just think a little bit differently, and we act a little differently to certain things. We all have our own challenges. We all fight our own wars. That's what it seems to be even with autism spectrum. I mean, we just fight our own wars, but at the end of the day, we keep winning and keep fighting each day.
Well, Nick kept winning, kept fighting here tonight as well. Shining example of that, man. Congratulations on the win here this evening. Before I let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Got great things going on in the car. I saw it, so I wanted you to make sure you plug the channel as well. But floor is yours, man. You know what to do.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, I'm getting close to 600 subscribers, so unfortunately for Seth, he might have to paint me a 600 subscriber one really soon because we're getting close to it. My NASCAR Thunder 2000 career mode has not been so good lately. We kind of upload videos either every 3 or 4 days about the whole playthrough. Of course, we got PEI Genesis back on the car, my company. We got Disney Speedstorm on the car, of course, being part of the Coca-Cola Racing family. Fortnite Squad, providing a good car. My 4th gear for actually sticking around this time. That'd be great. That's also good. I gotta commend like some other people as well. I mean, we had I think Matt McIntyre was really fast in qualifying, but unfortunately he just had no luck whatsoever when it comes to like I guess that lap 1 wreck. He just never got back on the lead lap ever since. We got Josh, who just ran a fantastic race all race long. He's improved so much over like the years I've raced with him. He's gotten so much better. He's going to win a race or two this season. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Steph tried his best. Michael tried his best to keep going. It's just sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail.
Well, Nick, congratulations on being the winner here tonight from Richmond. It's always a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you after one of these races. Can't thank you enough, as always, for your time. And, man, I hope we're talking with you again soon. Got a bunch of great races coming up, and I know you're going to be one of the contenders each and every week.
Yep, I mean, the goal is just to win the title this season, so we're hoping to keep doing that.
Heck yeah, keeping the momentum going. Nick Gunther, driver number 55, your race winner here tonight. Dewey, that's going to wrap up our coverage here from Richmond, man. It's in the books, an experiment to say the least, and, we'll keep on trucking next week to Texas.
Yeah, things happened. Whether they were good or bad or in the middle, things definitely happened. For Nick Gunther, they were mostly good things. For other people, maybe not so much. But an entertaining, chaotic race, to say the least. And when all the dust settled, it was Nick taking home the dub. So that's going to wrap it up here for us tonight. But I'm glad I was here for it. It was a fun night. Yep. And we got another one on tap for Thursday.
Yep, so we'll be live tomorrow night with our friends over at TMP. Dewey will be live Thursday from Daytona with our friends at Bomb Squad. And then 1 week from tonight, Autry Waits Memorial 416 as part of the Maverick Cup Series season from the Texas Motor Speedway. So make sure you set a reminder to tune in for that one next week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on JTN. Remember, you can follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, on all of them. Right here, make sure you're subscribed with the bell icon turned on. You can go follow Track and Turf for all of our non-live content, Fake Racers podcast, and much, much more coming soon. And, yeah, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in as always for all of us here at JTN. Oh, and real quick, again, a big thank you goes out to Garland Oaks, his sponsorship of tonight's race, for what was a very special event for us up here in the booth to be able to call, and for a lot of these drivers out here. Obviously, autism awareness, very, very important, as Nick talked about in his interview too. Always like to make sure we bring awareness to, because it's all about being more supportive as human beings of one another. Mind you, treat each other with respect as always. And for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for Dewey Schramm, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
3 wide for second, but Sean Whitehill is going to bring it home and win the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ricky J closing up, off turn 4. He's going to have a run to the inside. He blocks into the grass. Checkered's out. Hardy wins it.
Ricky, what's going on in your brain right now?
Yeah, putting on 4 big rubber shoes and 2 gallons of, 2 gallons, 2 cans of exploding dino juice here, Joe.
Down to the tunnel turn. These guys are throwing it through there and around to the back. The wall, as well as RJ Bishop. Down in front of Keith Hughes. Oh, no! Big hit. RJ Bishop.
Oh, my God.
Oh, big wreck.
Big crash into the wall.
Oh,
the leaders
no.
have wrecked. Ricky J is upside down. Magoo is hard on the wall. Tyler Mallon escapes with no damage. Everybody else in this main group, including Nelly, is junk.
Through the north chute they'll go. The 24's into the wall, almost contact there. The 10 with the shallow entry into turn 4. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Folks, the 24's in the wall. They make contact, turn around. Napick goes on through the flip. Rich Napick's going to win the Culver Block 200 in thrilling fashion.